Sam, sentient sessions, core back in session. I have a message for you. Are you ready for it? Are you ready? Ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's just take all the cards that just came out. We got going broke. We got feminine. Someone sees your worth. Some shadow work needed. Redeeming, very worth it. Caught up in illusions. So, going broke, feminine. Someone sees your worth. Ooh, damn. Get to manifesting. I'm going to take all these. So we got, you're on the right path. Being judgmental. Sit back and observe. I need to slow down with the cards. Heavy emotions. Don't tolerate mixed signals. Speak your truth. Feeling real jealous tendencies. Oh, I think I'm understanding what the message is. You're worrying too much, overthinking. That's me. I have things I overthink about so much. Oh, there's illusions. Okay, I get something. I'm understating something. Use your creative mind. Anything, if you're triggered about something, just know it's whatever you're triggered about is something that would slow you down. So like whatever it is that you keep feeling triggered about, it's just a projection of you needing to slow down. And there's maybe a specific thing that would possibly do that, that's coming to make you do that, that keeps coming to surface. Cause wow, wishing evil, yeah. Like whatever it is, it's just a projection of you, a bitter ass person. Or I wrote wishing evil twice and it came out again. I forgot I wrote wishing evil twice. That trust dreams. Trust dreams over working yourself. I'm gonna leave those aside. I'm gonna pull an Angel of Abundance card. Hangman. Sitting in the clouds. Wow. I realize I have such a capacity for talking. It's crazy. And I really gotta like take advantage of how much I can talk. Like, I don't know, when I do readings, sometimes I'm like, damn, I kind of want to stop doing these readings. But I could talk for hours. Like, I could talk to someone, a person, for hours. And I'm like, if I can talk to a person for hours, why is it that I feel like I can't do my reading for a long time? I can't. So whatever it is, like, there's a projection on you that make you kind of slow down, or something within yourself that allows triggers in. So you would need to do some shadow work, right? You need to get over that thing. You need to work on why you keep feeling that or allowing that to like feel, you know, like there's something specific that would make you slow down that keeps coming to surface for you, but it's a projection. But you know what I'm saying? The way I think of like projections is like let's say oh, you used to cold watch that popsicle. Anyways, so let's say like um you're in a let's say you're in a relationship, right? And someone's really, really jealous about that. And you don't know that, but you feel the projection of it. What you start to feel is your own trust issues come to surface. So the only thing you can do is work on your trust issues because you can't stop the other energy from coming through. You get what I'm saying? But when you become aware of it and then you turn it into whatever it is that you want. Like, if you know what that energy is, you know that energy, what that energy is when you work on yourself and you work on understanding yourself. So it's triggering something within you that is a vulnerability, an opening. With my nigga. Going broke, feminine, someone sees your worth. Some shadow work needed. Speak your truth, redeeming, very worth it. Feeling real jealous tendencies, caught up in illusions. Get to manifesting. You're worrying too much, overthinking. You're on the right path. Use your creative mind. Being judgmental. Sit back, observe. Wishing evil. Heavy emotions. A bitter ass person. Don't tolerate mixed signals. So going broke. Speak your truth. Going broke. Some shadow work needed. Speak your truth. Feminine. Redeeming. Very worth it. Feeling real jealous tendencies. Someone sees your words. Caught up in illusions. Then we got the hangman. We got the hangman. Oh, it's easy for you to not get so caught up in your illusions. Like, if you feel these projections, you don't get too caught up by them. It's hard to project shit onto you because of how much you know about yourself. And anytime you do feel the insecurity come to surface, just work on it. And it's not that hard to. Like, just look at it, observe it, understand it, and it is redeeming. Whatever it is that you're doing that is calling for distractions is worth it. It's well worth it. The hangman. Like, maybe it's easy for you to have a unique perspective about shit. Like, it's easy for you to change your perspective so that life can continue flowing with ease. So you don't get too caught up you don't get too caught up in illusions. And it's a very worthy skill to have. Like, someone sees that. Someone sees your worth. They understand, yes, it is easy for you to change your perspective on shit. And then you changing your perspective usually changes your circumstances or changes the way that the world around you or your world reacts to you. So it's kind of like you can let go. You can let go. Speak your truth. You can let go and you could just not give a fuck. Like, you're on your path because of how much you've had to learn how to not give a fuck. And sometimes you get projections of that. Like, if you're free, people who feel imprisoned start to, you start to feel it. People will ask you questions and make you feel like you're wrong for being free and that something's up, but it's just that they want to impose the same prison onto you. They don't know you be fucking in. You can get our nigga. You can get our nigga back. Must be in the facts. Get to manifesting. You're worrying too much, overthinking. You're on the right path. Use your creative mind, being judgmental. Then we got the tower moment reversed. It's easy. Like, let me tell you something. Here's my hack. If someone's being really judgmental, it's because they judge themselves really, really hard. If I'm being judgmental, I'm judging myself about some shit. Like, but I'm also reevaluating my relationship with judgment. Like, I feel like it's okay. Like, I mean, that's how we protect ourselves. But to be overly judgmental is usually coming from this really weird place. It's usually coming from, yeah. So use your creative mind being judgmental. Like, if someone really fucks with some shit, like I was talking about this earlier. Sometimes people don't know the difference between admiration and like people. Sometimes people be admiring something, and because they feel like it's not there for them, it makes them more willing to judge what you do because they admire what you do. But now it feels like a competition. So it's like time to do that. Like time to compete because something feels off. Something don't feel like it's there with me. So yeah. But the tower reverse, like it's like change. Like something has to end. It's like a projection of, it's like you get the projection of people's need to be free or their like desire to change, but they feel resistance to it. So of course it's like that battle, you start to be included in it. Sit back and observe, wishing evil, heavy emotions, a bitter ass person. Do not tolerate mixed signals. And then we have the Ace of Wands reversed. Like, I don't know why to say this. I feel like it might be also a parent of yours or like a older family member. You may have an older family member who feels like they missed out on something. So they would rather you fail. Like they feel like they missed out on something. So they're very bitter and projecting a lot onto you. Like a lot. They're projecting like more than you can probably understand. Like they're really putting in work to try to slow you down because it feels like they would rather be free, but because they feel like too caught up in their own self-imposed prison, they would rather see you be in prison with them. They'll rather see you fail or be caught up in your own, like, you know what I'm saying, in your shit. They'll rather see you be caught up in it. Trust dreams, overworking yourself. Like if someone feels like they didn't, if someone feels like they didn't meet their potential, like and in their prime, because first of all, that whole age shit, I don't believe in that shit. What do you mean your prime? Like I feel like at any age is your prime. Whenever you decide to make a change, it's possible to change. You know what I think is a major self-imposed prison. I'm too old to do this. I'm too old to do that. Like that's so fucking self-imposed. Like if you feel to make a change, you can always make a change. You get what I'm saying? Like maybe it may be difficult with the circumstances around you, but everybody got circumstances. You know what I'm saying? There's people who's 18 working 2 jobs to survive and they trying to figure out how to go to school. Like people figure out shit. There's like your circumstances is only what you make of it. Like because there you could find somebody in similar circumstances who decided to make some different changes or choices. So there's like a reflection of that. Face your financial fears. When you're honest with yourself about fears of success or hold on. I'm feeling so like I feel like I'm stumbling over my fucking words and I don't like that. I would rather just speak. It makes me real like I hate that shit. I pulled out 3 cards. I'm reading all of them. So face your financial fears. When you are honest with yourself about fears of success or failure, they can no longer control you. Be free of hidden fears by exposing them to the light of awareness, and you'll realize that you, in fact, have nothing to fear. And that every successful person has struggled with and released these self doubts. Also, going back earlier again, shadow work. Like, if you feel your insecurities creeping up on you, the only thing you can do is face them, like, change them, take them and make them what you want of them. Like, you know what I'm saying? These insecurities come from a place. You're just not, it's not that you're a naturally insecure person. I don't believe in that. I don't believe anyone's naturally insecure. I believe we become insecure over due to our experiences and the things that's happened. But the only thing you can do is change your reaction to your experiences. Like, change how you feel in regards to your experiences. Come to peace with your experiences. Windfall of abundance. An increase in abundance is arriving in many different forms. Some of them unexpected. Be open to receiving and know that this abundance comes to you to support your life purpose, health, and charitable work. Like, get to manifest, like, focus, like, use all any projection that comes your way, use that shit to focus. Use that shit to really focus. Use it to really create exactly what the fuck it is that you want. You don't have to overwork. You can do, you know what I'm saying? You know what your sacrifices are. That's the hangman, right? You know what your sacrifices are. You don't have to do more than the bare minimum, in the sense of, like, you know where to pour your energy and where not to pour your energy. So ask for discernment on how to do so, but use any energy thrown your way. I don't believe, like, now I'm in a space where I don't believe telling anybody. Like, for me, most likely when I tell my plans to someone, it makes me more willing to do that shit. So I don't believe that negative energy can slow you down, but it does trigger you. So if you feel triggered in your insecurities, you sit with them and you understand them. You sit with them, you understand them, and you work on them. Yes, it's easier said than done, but it must be done, and it can be done. People are testaments to it being done. Abundance mindset. If you think your abundance is, if you think of your abundance as something, if you think of your abundance as something that happens in the future, then it will always be one day away from you. See, feel, think, and speak of abundance as something you already have in the present moment, and that is what you will experience. True. Like, you are that you are. You are that you say that you are. I am that I am. Anything that I say is in my life presently will be in my life. So you pay attention to the things that you do have and you affirm it. Don't affirm an insecurity. I am acceptance. I am self-acceptance. I am authenticity. Because those are the things that I crave. And yes, life will make you move through cycles to understand your authenticity, to understand your truth, to understand your need to prepare. Like, you know what I'm saying? These skills develop over time, but you ask for life to bring you the opportunities to learn, and then you choose to sit with it and learn. Life always is willing to learn. Life is always willing to teach you something new if you want that. If you crave stability, you know what I'm saying, we be fighting our own lessons. Lessons come in and then we fight them and we be like, fuck it, I don't want that shit no more, because we don't want to grow. If you choose not to elevate, then life will continue to give you circumstances that will allow you to stay exactly as you are. You reject your own elevation. No one can control whether or not you elevate. Nobody can control whether or not you choose to grow. It's your choice to make. Free will exists. It's real. If you choose to grow, you will grow. But if you fight the lessons that come in to help you grow, you're telling yourself that you deserve to stay stagnant. And that's, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like a lot of, like, I've met really cool older women. I'm not even gonna lie, because I've changed my relationship to older women. But I feel like, you know, from experiences of past, like talking to older women, like, it's just a specific breed, like, where everything else has made their life exactly what it is. That's why they resent their children. That's why they resent their partners. Because they're like, you held me back. You held me back. Everything is a conscious choice. If I enjoy the circumstances that I put myself in, every circumstance I'm in, I put myself there. Life be doing what life do, but my reaction to it is my reaction to it. It's under my control what I do when something happens to me. When something happens to me, I'm gonna figure out how to fuck to make sure that I protect my peace of mind. I'm gonna figure out how to get myself back together. There's nobody to blame. There's nothing to blame. I don't want to give anything else power but myself. Like, if I'm in a situation that's outside of my control, the only thing I can control is me. Is me. I can't control nothing else. I can't control nobody else. I can't control situations, but I could control how I feel. I could control how I react. I control the next choices that I make. And I like that, and I enjoy that, and I revel in that. It's what drives me. It's a driving factor. Like, why would I slow myself down when I could just keep going? Nothing can slow me down but me. There's an infinite amount of choices, infinite amount of possibilities. I'm gonna keep seeing the possibility that gets me somewhere else. Always. 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 So it kind of, you know what I'm saying? I was telling my friend, like, imagine yourself being on a race, and you're on a race and you don't really know you on a race. Like, you just kind of on a track walking. You trying to get to another place. You're not even understanding that you really on a race. You just walking. You trying to get to one place to another, and there's like sidelines, and then you just have these things being thrown in your way. Then you don't even know you're in a race. You have people chasing behind you or running past you or trying to trip you and shit like that. And you just don't understand what the fuck is going on because you just want to get to one place. You in one place trying to get to another. This society has breeded competition mindset. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's imagine how many times they've rewarded things that served a certain purpose. That energy exists within us. Like, if you feel like validation must come from within. Because if you look for validation outside yourself, you will never be validated. Because there will always be another thing telling you you're not good enough. Always. Validation comes from within. So wherever you feel your insecurities being triggered is where you don't validate yourself enough. And that's where it calls for you to work on that shit. So, yeah. Sam Sensing sessions. Court's adjourned.